practicing entrepreneur with over 25 years of experience. Over the period, I've had the opportunity to manage the World Bank Innovation Hub and Business Incubator at K University. And I've also had a fantastic opportunity of nurturing young persons towards pursue the path of entrepreneurship. I would say that it's been a combination of various activities. As I did mention, practicing as an entrepreneur, starting off by developing cyber cafes right here at K University. And then way back in the year 2000, as one of the pioneers who started internet service at the university, moving on to the University of Ghana to also do similar projects there. And then always coming back to where it all started from for me, that is K University, because I schooled here. I did my computer science here, I did my master's here, currently pursuing my PhD here. So this is my home. And so I've always looked out for opportunities to continue to contribute to the development of the innovation ecosystem within K University and its environment. The center's mandates are in three folds. The first one has to do with identifying students across the college, for starters, and then the university as a whole, who are interested in translating their ideas into business startups. So we encourage business pre-incubation, that is where we do the sustainable entrepreneurship training. And then now this would translate into business startups. And then we have incubation. So the space as we are sitting in currently is our incubator space. So once we do the training, then the center begins to provide facilities as an incubator to help students to now sit down and work, translate their business ideas into business startups. And so we provide all the support: free rent, no electricity bill, no internet bill, at least for a couple of years, to get them on their feet, to help them to register their businesses, help them to do all the jiggery and slit, all the sanitary issues that has to do with business startup. The center's mandate is first and foremost to help support young people across the college and the university as a whole, and we encourage interdisciplinary business startups development. Secondly, to look across the faculty.
Before you go to the second, can you dwell on that, the interdisciplinary? So it's not only for engineering students?
No, it's not only for engineering students. It just so happens that the College of Engineering has thought it wise to, beyond the academic education, how can all this knowledge translate into new business opportunities or into entrepreneurship? Because the unemployment rate in Ghana is so high. The formal sector is just employing about 2% of all the over 350,000 graduates which are out annually. So it is imperative that the college, and for that matter the university, need to create avenues for young people to look at alternatives to job creation. And the most surest one is entrepreneurship and innovation. The second aspect, as I did mention, is to help the faculty itself push the agenda of moving their research outputs towards commercialization. So we have lecturers who have done fantastic research works, and the results are sitting on the shelves. Now, the Innovation Center is mandated to now pick some of these topical research works and connect it to potential investors, connect it to industries who can uptake these research works. For instance, some research works that have been done in the area of the production of cheaper yet quality sanitary pads for females, especially to address the cost of sanitary pads for females and all that. We've had some research works where banana fibers, plantain fibers have been used as a raw material to produce sanitary pads. We have researchers in the college who have been able to extract usable fuel, diesel and petrol from plastic waste. It has been tested in one of the sedans moving from Accra to Kumasi. It has done about 3 trips already. Vehicles running on plastic waste fuel. But the next thing now is Ghana, we are producing in excess of 1 million tons of plastic waste annually. How can the industry now come in? How can the Zoom Lions come in? How can we have the Despites coming in? How can we have the Siams coming in to now say, we invest into these technologies so that we can begin to produce cheaper fuels, yet with high standard quality that matches the NPA standards. Once we begin to do this, it means that it's going to slow down the rate of importation of these products. And when we begin to slow down the rate of importation, it means that our foreign exchange reserves will begin to improve. So these are some of the topical research works across the college and across the university. And the Innovation Center is mandated as a key pillar to bridge that gap between academic research and investment opportunities for commercialization.
Okay.
The third one is we are an academic institution. At the end of the day, our holy grail is publications. But now we want to move from the basic research publications more to applied research publications. And we are driving this agenda by connecting academia, industry, and other key stakeholders like the communities we find ourselves in. So we identify topical projects in the communities, and then we try to develop proposals around them. Pitch it to funders from the development partner space. We pitch it to private investors, the angels and venture capitalists, to now institute some of these projects. For instance, we are currently working on a project to set up a commercial precision farm at KNUST. We are working on about in excess of 100 acres of commercial land, where we can now use all the technologies that are coming out of the Innovation Center, the agri-drones, the agri-robots, the AI for plants disease detection and all that. And then all our local farmers that are working in the KNUST ecosystem on campus and around campus, ADRC, Kote, we bring all of them onto one commercial farm. And imagine 100 acres continuous commercial farm where we are using technology to do precision farming. And then now we connect the outputs, the higher yields of the harvest back to the communities, to feed the communities. We will guarantee that what we are eating is of high quality. The applied research aspect is that every stage of the process we will still be conducting academic research into it and publishing applied research papers in high impact factor journals. So thematically, these are the 3 key areas that we work on. Well, as for the challenges, we can't get everything right from the word go. So it's work in progress. We learn and we put in the necessary checks and balances. One of the key areas we are working on right now is to work with our intellectual property desk to help us so that we can begin to trademark all the prototypes that we have developed over a period. Because people come in here, they listen to our ideas, they see the sort of prototypes that we have developed, but we need to begin to protect the intellectual properties of these devices. So we are working with the intellectual property desk to begin to work on the trademarks, work on patents for the various productions that are coming out of our innovation center. Another aspect of it is now beyond training and incubation into startups. 2-3 years down the line, most of the startups in the ecosystem, Ghana as a whole, and even globally, the statistics show that 8 out of every startups die in the first 3 years. And one of the key reasons is the fact that beyond the startup period, they do not have the critically needed fund to expand.
Okay.
Now, expansion means that beyond the startup period, maybe their production capacity is 20 boxes of sanitary pad a month. And now they get to the point whereby they have to be producing, they are getting orders to produce 1,000 boxes of saline solution pads a month. Now, without the requisite funding, what we call the patient funds, not the commercial bank loans, because they are in excess of 40% per annum. But patient funds, that can be what, as cheap as 5% per annum, as 10% per annum. That can now allow them 5 years, 10 years to be able to procure the requisite machinery, or even for the innovation center, get the requisite investment so that we can retool our makerspace labs so that most of this machinery can be developed locally. Then it expands the production capacity base of the startups. They can move their production from 20 boxes to 1,000 boxes per month. They can move their employment from 5 full-time staff to 50 full-time staff and some part-time and some contract staff. They can begin to move from the regional locations that they operate in into the sub-regions, even within the country itself. First, now how do they move from across the borders of the country to go into the neighboring countries, to go into Burkina Faso, to go into Benin, to go into Mali? And then how do we get them to move across the continent? So these are the critically challenging areas. So what we are even doing or looking at strategically is not so much about incubating more and more new startups, but the existing startups that we have, how can we give them the requisite support to begin to expand? Because we just need a critical mass of startups who have the capacity, the commercial large-scale capacity to employ en masse. That is what are some of the topical challenges that our board of directors under the KEEP project, they are super active. They are listening to us. We are having some illicit engagement to see Cosmos. We are talking to them, some of the directors from Gridco, we are talking to them VRE to see how we'll be able to explore some of these opportunities out there to help our existing startups to scale up their activities beyond just the 5 boxes per month, beyond just the 5 employees for the whole year. We are located in the Bamfo Machine building, that is on the first floor of the Bamfo Machine building, inside the College of Engineering at the KNUST main campus, Kumasi.
And then your times, or when are you open?
Yeah, we are open as early as 7 a.m.
Every day?
Every day, at least Monday to Saturday.
Okay, so Monday to Saturday.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Our doors are open.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. God bless.